Hey guys, I figured I had to show you this. I've had these tools for 20 years and I absolutely love them. My wife got them as a gift 20 years ago. It's Metrinch. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's been out there. It's Metrinch, Metrinch. And I love this kit. It's considered the 62-piece kit. And like I said, I've had it 20 years. It's been indestructible. And here's the real beauty of it. The key is these things will go either way, AC, DC. They go metric or standard US, SEA or SAE, forget the term. But so you can see on there, they're listed 16 millimeter, if you can see that, and 5/8. So that's why it's a great travel kit in your truck. I use it constantly, nonstop, and I have both. I have other standard tools as well, and socket sets, etc. I have a little bit of metric, and I have mostly standard stuff, but this is what I use 99% of the time, and I always want it with me because if you're dealing with like Japanese motorcycles, which I am all the time, dirt bikes, they're metric, and it's awesome to have these around because they go either way. So let me explain a little bit why they're so great. It's a totally kind of different theory about the physics of getting a hold of a nut or what have you. And what they've done is they've decided that the way you have this rounded lip, if I can point to it for you, this rounded notch, that is what bites into the side of a nut. So in a sense, what you're doing is you're putting the pressure on the side of the nut right here instead of on the more delicate tip of a nut. So your standard socket, as you know, has got the little teeth like that, or maybe you have one like that, and that is putting all the force into the weakest part of a nut. So you can potentially strip it and shear off those points, as you know. We've all done that. The beauty of the Metrinch is that the theory behind it, let me get the right size for this. Theory behind it is that rounded nodule that comes out of there, and on a socket, I'll show you, they're rounded nodules. See, this one goes either way. This is a 22 millimeter or 7/8. So that rounded thing, wall, is designed, let me just use this as my rounded, is designed to push on the wall of the nut. So you have a rounded face pushing on the wall of the nut before the high point on each side of the nut or around the nut. You know, in a socket's case, it'd be all the way around the nut. So you cannot strip that because you are putting a rounded wall, rounded nub into the flat wall of a nut. That's the physics difference, and it's huge. And so, yes, you will have a little bit of play in a Metrinch because it goes either way, but it doesn't matter because the way it's designed, it doesn't put the force into that delicate, sharp edge. It puts it into the wall of the nut. So that's the trick. So just quickly to explain this kit, yes, you get the little screwdriver tips if you can see that here. And you know, these are no big deal. You've all seen these. I don't really care about these as much. It's nice to have it in the kit though if you're traveling. You get the sorted wrenches up to 19 millimeter. You saw those. And you get these deep sockets, obviously. You get the little quarter drives, and then you have a quarter adapter, and you get your half or your 3/8 drives. And the ratchet's very nice too. It's got a good feel to it, a good switch. This little push button drops the sockets off really well. It drops right off. Extension's good. The extension's got a nice little kind of, you can put it into kind of a pivot mode where it'll get into tight spots. You know, this little quarter driver is kind of handy sometimes. The swivel's handy. Some of mine are missing right now because they're on the workbench actually. A couple of spark plug wrench or sockets, which are really good. That doesn't belong with it. That doesn't belong with it. But I have to say this is my favorite tool kit of all time, and I've been doing it a long time. I'm a big do-it-yourselfer, as you guys may know from my other videos. But again, They've been indestructible. This kit's about $200 on the link I'll put down below. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you find this helpful, because it has really been my favorite toolkit of all time. Portable, small, great for the vehicle, boat, what have you. I have to say the case did fall apart, but it's been 20 years, so they may make it better now. Hope that helps. Take care. Links down below.